Oliver Luck and new Washington DC XFL coach Pep Hamilton sat down with the Sports Junkies on 106.7. I listened to them for years when I used to commute to NIH way back in the day. But they talked about some things, and it was some really dropping some interesting tidbits that Oliver Luck dropped. A couple of notes that he says: the money behind the XFL is all Vince McMahon's money, no silent backers. The new XFL will reduce the gimmicks of the past, he said, to zero, focused on quality football. So he was talking about, the jerseys and He Hate Me and all those things, which I definitely think, you got to respect the old because it's there. I would make him a coach somewhere. I think that would be kind of fun. Extra points will be 3, 2, or 1 point, but no kicks. But field goals will still be in the game. Now, it was interesting during this interview because Pep Hamilton was like, oh, really? Like, he didn't even know. Of course, he talked about the TV deals. The DC XFL team will practice at RFK Stadium, which I thought was interesting. XFL will start signing players during the spring and summer, asked not to play in the fall on their contracts is signed. So basically what that means is they're asking the players not to play in the fall for the NFL if they sign a contract with the XFL in the spring and summer. Why? Because according to Oliver Luck, what they need to do is get these guys geared up for their season because they kick off in February. So they need that fall time to train and get used to the coaches. And it sounds like, reading the tea leaves, is that they're going to just do one big spot where they're all going to train out of and work together and to get this thing right and get the things going. So it's really interesting how they're going to do this. One note that stood out to me is the big XFL draft will take place after NFL Cutdown Day on September 2nd, 2019. So they'll look at players right now in the spring and in the summer, kind of seeing where things fall, try to grab some guys. But then they'll have another big draft, and that's what he called it, big draft, after NFL Cutdown Day. So all these players are going to get cut, and then they'll have a shot at them in the XFL. Now, QBs will make more money than anybody else in the league. Contracts are in a tiered system. Of course, we've heard about the XFL is not part of the NCAA NFL eligibility rule, so players out of college due to grades or personal issues, they can play in the XFL. There is a salary cap. He did say players in the AAF are eligible for the XFL. There were some questions out there about but I thought the AAF players signed a 3-year contract, so we don't really know how that's all going to play itself out. But they gave some really interesting tidbits. Also, the team announcements, team names, will be at the end of March, beginning of April for the team names. So they really want to wrap up the coaches piece soon. I think they'll go TV deal, and then they'll go team names at the end of the month, which I'm really excited to hear about. I really hope they're very creative compared to the lame team names. All that stuff, all these tidbits, Oliver Luck with Pep Hamilton on the Sports Junkies on 106.7 here in Washington, DC. You can hear the whole interview by going to xflnewshub.com or just checking out the Sports Junkies online.